As designers and engineers, we are tasked with solving problems, and right now, COVID-19 is at the top of our minds. One of the biggest questions people have is how will society be affected by this? How will our lives change, and what steps do we need to take to live safely in the future? Restaurants in particular have been hit hard by closures, with many resorting to costly carryout and less than best food. While these actions have helped promote social distancing, they have also resulted in suffering social and personal connections.
We were not prepared for this novel coronavirus, and without serious improvements to our global health response systems, it is all too likely that we see ourselves in a similar situation again. Rather than attempting to solve a complex crisis in a mere few weeks with limited resources and time, we decided to focus on the future. What would happen if we continued on without fully realizing our mistakes and continued to merely take reactive measures without further preparation?
Our methods of imagining this future first involve designing a base model featuring a transparent physical barrier primarily used in dining situations. We work to apply this design to more specific settings. One such example of this is a model where particular thought is given to the elderly and people with special needs. In this model, changes include an altered entryway into the structure to accommodate wheelchairs, walkers, and other assistive equipment.
Some locations where barriers are installed are street food markets, whereas they used to be energetic crowds of people. They now take the form of ordered separating lines. Instead of eating next to each other, patrons eat separated from one another, stopping the potential spread of disease.
In more permanent restaurants, people are constantly walking in and out. Many diseases are easily transferred due to close contact with multiple people. In order to prevent this, restaurant patrons are safely enclosed in individual pods made for 2 people with a screen placed in the middle of the pair. The pod is equipped with automatic doors which can be activated by a sensor when someone stands just outside the pod. Inside the top of the pod, there is a UV light, allowing the visible spots of germs to be thoroughly cleaned before the next pair enters.
Another impacted business is airline travel. People must be separated, especially on longer flights where the chance of spreading a disease is high. The first-class dining experience is vastly different as well, with the same separated tables and barriers between flyers.
We hope our team's vision for the future serves as a warning to society. Well, to be clear, this is not the solution that we want. It may very well end up being the only solution we can have if we continue to go about unprepared for the threat of future pandemics. Thank you.